would you have changed anything about the approach, about how you maybe divided up the first team reps from training camp to now?
Yeah, I understand the question, Cam. I think it's important that you do what you think is right for a football team. The development of our players is constant. It doesn't happen just in one drill or in one practice or one meeting. So we trust our guys. We trust our backup players to be ready to go, and Shedeur's ready to go. Obviously, I know he wants to play better. I want to coach better, all those type of things, but that just comes, that'll come through work. That's where it will come.
Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, get good news from former NFL players who watched his debut on yesterday against Lamar Jackson and that Baltimore Ravens defense. When you look at the podcast, Gil Arenas, you got Skip Bayless, you got Cody over there, who was a former quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, and you got Ali Talib, who was a defensive back for the Denver Broncos, big time shutdown cornerbacks. And they was over there discussing the Shedeur Sanders debut. Now, before I show you those videos of what they had to say, I just want to add this. If you give Shedeur Sanders a whole week of preparation with the number one offense and that number one wide receiver group, they should look 10 times better than they did yesterday. It's just me. And you got to remember, they played the Baltimore Ravens defense. That defensive coordinator on Thursday came out during his press conference, say, hey, we preparing for Shedeur. Now, ain't that strange? If they prepared for Shedeur, why didn't the Cleveland Browns prepare for Shedeur? And he's on their team. That defensive coordinator said, hey, we going to take care of Dylan, and when we get through with him, we going to be ready for Shedeur. He said that. He came out and said that. Now, how did he know that he was going to see Shedeur? I guess he was betting on his defense, because that defense came to hunt. You hear me? Now, when Dylan Gabriel's in there, they didn't put that pressure on Dylan Gabriel because they know Dylan Gabriel don't have that type of arm or type of game to beat them. But they said, if the game get out of hand, this is what this defensive coordinator is thinking, Coach Orr. When Shedeur get in, we going to blitz. Because I don't watch his tape from Colorado, Jackson State, and I'm watching his tape from the preseason game, his last preseason game. Shedeur don't like to get blitzed because he's going to run backwards. But guess what? They put that full court press. They put that full court press on my dog, and that's what he did. And that's the thing that I don't understand about Shedeur. Man, Shedeur know that hurting this game. Why run backward? Why make a bad play worse? That's the knock on him. And every team got the blueprint on him. And until he fix it, they're going to keep doing it. It's up to him to get it right. It's up to him to get it right. You can't run backwards and you can't spin out. You can't. Not in the NFL. He got away with it in Jackson State. He got away with it in Colorado. And in the NFL, you got defensive linemen just as fast as you. They gonna walk you down. Yeah, you were missing a left tackle. Yeah, your offensive line ain't that good. But guess what? That's the NFL. That's the NFL, and welcome to it. Shedeur got to get that in his mind. Can't go backwards, or you're going to find yourself out the league. There's no other team going to try to invest in until you go out there and prove that he can go out there and do the right thing as a quarterback. You can't run backwards. You cannot run backwards. It ain't nothing wrong with check downs. A check down is your best friend. And when you get a chance to run with the number one offense and talk to the offense coordinator, tell him to throw you some screen passes in there. Tell him to throw you some draws in there. Yeah, a draw play with your running back to keep that defense pressure off you. That's what you're going to have to do as a quarterback who don't have the talent and the offensive line. Y'all haven't been working together during the offseason. You got to do something else besides try to push that ball down the field. Yeah, you got to have a 10 to 15 yard passing game at that quarterback position. And he got it. They just got to get on one accord. They must get on one accord going forward if they give him the opportunity this weekend against the Las Vegas Raiders. Because everybody, the people who's being fair, they give him a pass on this one. But they want to see him in a 1 week of practice with the number one offensive team going up against another NFL team. And they're going to make their judgment on that. And it's up to him to put the work in and get out there on that field and deliver. But one thing I can say, Shedeur, you can't go backwards. I'm going to keep saying it, that some things you got to break that habit. Ain't nothing good going to come out of going back. Nothing. There ain't nothing going to go good. Nothing. That spin move is good sometimes, but it ain't good all the time. It just ain't. I'd rather for Shedeur to lose 3 to 4 yards than 15 yards. You're not giving your team the opportunity. Now, that's the bad about Shedeur. But the good, oh, yeah, that fourth quarter. Yeah, that game has slowed down for my dog then. Yeah. Hey, if Gage had caught that ball, it would have been a different story today. Matter of fact, if Isaiah Bond had kept running on the pass before that second down play, when Shedeur overthrew him, Shedeur bailed out. And he pointed, keep running to the pylon. And somehow the dude just stopped running. I said, what did he stop running for? Maybe he didn't think Shedeur was going to be able to get that ball to him. But when Shedeur running outside the pocket, he trying to make a play and he pointing, you need to keep running. And somehow he didn't keep running. And Gil Arenas, them podcast, members on the podcast, they finna talk about it right now. So I'm finna play the video of what they talking about, and I'll see y'all later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I got a live show. Y'all come over and be my special guest. Hit my like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Put a comment in the comment section. Until then, peace. Video.
I'm with you, Skip. I was encouraged by the performance, man. From just the look of it, he showed the fuck wasn't scared. Nope. He ain't look like a little scared quarterback out there at all. And then I thought the way he moved, the way he escaped, I didn't expect that from Shedeur. Right. He looked nice moving out that pocket. And without your left tackle, he had a ton of pressure on him. They blitzed the shit out of him.
They did.
I just thought the way he moved, kept his eyes downfield, that was encouraging to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's probably what teams going to do to you. You're going to have to do that. Larvadale,
Dan,
If Shedeur would have had a 29-year-old leave out there, we would have won that game. Okay. I'm going to come back to the ball and, like, bro, you like this? And just like, bro, come back. You a receiver in the league.
He's just a rookie kid who didn't get drafted. Yeah. Okay.
Make that catch. That's a dime to me.
I thought it was.
I thought the play when they came off the edge, he spent out eyes downfield. I'm like, that's encouraging to me. Yeah. And we ain't seen that shit from Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, Skip, he looked like a rookie. I really couldn't tell. He ain't never take a rep with none of the ones. Like, I didn't know that shit until after the game when he said it. Like, it ain't like he got in there, even 4th for 16. It ain't like I was like, bro, this shit track. It looked like he had hella pressure on him. You look like a rookie, but it just wasn't garbagely scared to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a good point.
And that's what Dylan looked like to me. You just look scared. Like you just look afraid out there to me.
And how many hot reads would he know against a blitz? How many would he have practiced?
Well, speaking of that, so that's one thing you don't do at practice is you don't get to go to that blitz pickup period. So what you do during the week is you have set situations when you're doing special teams. You're going to take the O-line, the quarterback, and then get some scout players over there, and you're going to go over every single blitz package that Baltimore has shown on film the last couple of weeks or the highest percentage plays, and you're going to go through them. Dylan Gabriel being a rookie as well, he's going to get every single one. There's no point where Stefanski's going to say, hey, Shedeur, you go get a couple of those. And on top of that, then they're going to throw those same blitz packages at you in team periods and third down and red zone and goal line. It is so difficult against that Baltimore defense to have no preparation throughout the week, at least from a physical standpoint on the practice field. I know you can get middle reps, but middle reps compared to live bullets flying and doing the real thing is night and day, even at practice.
Yes.
And then on top of that, you go into the film room. Normally Thursdays after practice, Fridays after practice, you'll go in the film room, the quarterback, the offensive line. Now we'll watch every single blitz pickup, and Dylan Gabriel's going to go, hey, R52, Louis 53, hot, hot, hot. We're going to simulate the play call. As a backup, same thing. I'm sitting there taking notes. I can tell you from experience, being the starter, being the backup, I've had a game plan and preparation for a week as a starter and as a backup. It is night and day. It's extremely difficult to be a rookie put in that position. So with that being said, I'm not discouraged at all, man. I'm really not. That is an extremely tough place to be thrown into, even as a veteran. You wonder why so many backup quarterbacks are veterans and they go get those older guys in the room, because they've seen that situation before and they can handle it. To be a rookie and for that to be your first ever opportunity in the NFL, that's why I said so long and so many times, I don't mind Shedeur being number 3 as opposed to being number 2. Let Joe Flacco be 2 when he was there. Let Bailey Zappi go be 2 because of that exact situation. And then let Zappi go in, finish the game the following week. You give Shedeur the full week of preparation to be the starter. Because when you game plan for opponent, there's 2 things that you do. One is you game plan for their defense. The second is you game plan for your starter and what their strengths are. Shedeur's strengths aren't Dylan's strengths. Dylan's strengths aren't.
Can't wait to read all that song. Can't wait to read. I can't wait to read all that song. Read all that song. Can't wait to read all that song. Can't wait to read. I can't wait to read all that song.
All I've sown and I still ain't gone. All this time and I still ain't on. Might not come when you want him to, but he gon' come through if you just wait on. Ain't gon' die, I'ma keep straight on. And I ain't gon' cry cause it's been prayed on. Trust my fake, gotta run and spike, cause the sun gon' come in the morning light. Things bleak, but I live what I speak. I never go by what I see. I know that I get what I need, and I grow if I water my seeds. In this life, the good come over time. They tried to throw me to the side. On road, but I've been trying to fly. Stay down and I'll be on horizon. Even through it all, Lord, I know that I'm chosen for it. I'm supposing, but doors is open, about to blow.